There he is. Okay, this land is, he's an inventor. This land is full of unimaginable wonders. How splendid. Brains over brawn, has a terrifying problem, and tappy shoes. Invents stuff and things. Now, this is what I was talking about when I, in that video isn't up, but this is what I was talking, and it's the one that froze up, but anyway, I thought mods would be more advanced. This is what I was talking about. Not a character based on a TV or movie or other game, but freestanding things that are very inventive, pardon the pun, for the game. This is, this is cool stuff. So, and hopefully there'll be a lot more, and I'm just assuming this is as cool as I think it is, so. Yeah, howdy, hi everybody. This is what I came up to when I turned on the game, so just FYI, I understand we need to disable Chester, unless we want him for a nightlight. Do. Well, one of the other guys can do it. So let's, in fact, you know what? Let's just do him freestanding, so if there's any problems, it won't be related to... different mods can interfere with other mods, I think. There he is. I can't think. Oh, this came up recently. You've got a thing over here. I was asked about Default Plus, what it was and where it was. Up here you have Default Plus, and you have Lights Out. So that's where those are. I had the same problem when I did one of the tests. There was an option over here where you could go right to a cave entrance, and I'd never even look up over here. All right, I can't think of anything else would do to the world, so. You know what? I don't feel like doing a new character and playing regular default summer. There we go. And I've played default summer. I have no problems with it. Maxwell wound up in winter on his second day, so it's just for videos. The summertime I think tends to make better videos overall than nearly equal amounts of both. Oh, he's just brilliant. Okay, well, the game is probably still the same. We need, and I hadn't thought about starting a game. Oopsie doopsie. Okay, you don't want to... Yeah, let's go out and do those other mods just for fun. Well, not just for fun, because they'll make this damn easier for me. Alright, so flint, food, grass, sticks. At the beginning of the game, grab everything. Later on, you will know you don't need to grab all the food, but at first it's a good rule. Frogs can kill you. If you attack one frog, herds of frogs, packs of frogs will come and beat you. They will all still steal... Oh my, got the walking gracious! Oh my gracious, he's got the walking stick. That's just incredible. I gotta wonder what his terrible thing is. Well, let's run in there before the frogs spawn. Sometimes they're already there, and sometimes it takes a minute for you to be in their area for frogs to turn up. All right, I'm gonna bail and. Do those mods because that's part of the reason for all this. Alright, I'll be back. I'm really psyched about this if you can't tell. This is a lot of fun. If I'd known this was this easy, I would have done it a long time ago. Okay, so that one crashes the game. I'm sorry, but it does. Hopefully it will be fixed. Dem bones. What the hell. I don't think it'll interfere with anything we're doing. Display food values, the koalefants. I'm not going to do that because it'll make it too easy right now. Let's just leave that stand for right now. Although I think things are pretty darn easy. Wow, that is so utterly cool. Maxwell might go and be replaced by Windy too, unless I get people telling me that he shouldn't. And I'll probably do a default with Windy. I mean, regular summer. I gotta suck down some soda, and I don't. The most important resource you have in game at the beginning of the game is time. Time is everything. I noticed there was a mod, or maybe just maybe more than one, maybe just repeats of the same one, where while you're crafting, time stops. So if you're making stuff in your science machine, I know that's obvious to some, but not to everyone. Time stands still, but again, the game was kind of set up. I'm not in love with the developers on some issues, but the game was kind of set up with a certain balance to it. And the more you move that in your favor, the less gamey the game is. Gosh knows I like a gamey old game. Okay. Oh, we could. Now a lot of people make the pick first. I always make the axe first. Oh crap! You're kidding. Is he too far away? And I am awful at this. Okay, using tools, I haven't said that in a long time. Using tools for weapons, they are so much weaker than even a spear. It's pathetic. Okay, naughty points are there. Now this says 0 to 30. I would have sworn that Wilson said 0 to 40. And let me say this about that, unless it's changed. It used to be 0 to, well, not 0, but that Krampus would come at 30 to 50 points. So there was a range on his arrival. Now, I don't know how that's hooked into the code, whether they know an exact number or it's just to give you a kind of a guesstimate. And speaking of that, let us adjourn to Wiki for a moment while I make sure that's still 30 to 50. I just got my rear end burned on Dragon Pie healing 40. That was embarrassing. Okay, Krampus comes between 31 and 50 points is what Wiki says. A note about that, and it doesn't happen very often, but if you could answer a question by going to Don't Starve Wiki, I would appreciate it, as opposed to asking me. If you can't find it in Wiki or whatever, or if you're in a country where there's internet issues with Wiki, I mean, it's all good. But, you know, sometimes asking, like, what is Krampus? It's like, I don't know. Okay, cave, not really. I don't feel like playing with bats yet. This looks like a plaid area to the north. And I'm not even thinking, my head's not in the game yet. I hope we're not going to die here. That would be embarrassing. Now, he's got a horrible problem. I have no idea what it is. Now, wait, where'd we get gears? Did we start? We must have started with gears. Oh, and why are we not using our walking stick? I don't mean to chop the tree. How much wood do we have? Not all that much. I don't mean it's a problem. We've got quite enough for what we're doing. Early on, I always just get full stacks. You could get more than that, but until you can make a backpack, you're kind of defeating yourself. There's a ton of mods that give you like a huge unlimited inventory because there's I think there's some that make it so there's no limit on your stacks of stuff. I got mixed feelings about doing that one. We want the ones with the gold in them. What we need is gold to make the science machine, the first science machine, which will give us a backpack. Uh, since he's doing this, I may do the, since I'm starting a brand new game, I may do the craftable backpack, craftable Krampus sack, because I've always thought that 1% was crazy. And I know I just talked about inventory limits being good for games, but there's a difference between... I've played over 800 hours in the game, which we'll see in my file. Now, Graveyard is awesome, because we should have gold on the ground, and depending on what his horrible problem is, we might be able to, and we'll need a shovel. Now, how are we doing on gold on the ground? Not so good. Alright, we need to do something about light or we're going to be in trouble. Proverbial nick of time. I think we could build the first science machine, couldn't we? Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to do that because I always consider the first science machine as a throwaway. There's not enough ingredient. I'm sucking down some soda. There's not enough ingredients in it to really affect the overall game. And once you get an armor and spear, the game changes dramatically. Now, word about these biomes. This is kind of, I thought I saw bees there. Was I? I might have been tripping. But anyway, this is the grassy stuff tends to have berries. Will have your beehives in it. Not everyone, but some of them will. Frogs really do come in packs, and they will kill you. They tend to, when they hit you with the tongue, they steal an item, and it's from the first inventory slot. Oh, gracious, that one came from the soul. All right. But grass sticks, some trees. It's a good area for a starting out person. Savanna tends to have isolated boulders and mostly just grass, but it tends to have rabbit holes and beefalo, which if you're going to have a beefalo hat, you need beefalo for the horn and the fur, and you can shave the beefalo. Woods tends to have very little food, perhaps no food. That's a cave entrance, and early on, caves might be a bit much. We could actually go down there. If I had armor, we could go down there. We wouldn't accomplish anything. The first level is mostly just rocks, bats, and not too long before you have cave worms, and fighting cave worms with a spear is not a happy thing. They're cave worms about a third to a fourth the power of a spider queen. So and they hide in the dirt, which queen doesn't, so that's not good. But anyway, forest, not much food, no grass. So if you're headed into a big foresty area and plan to spend several days there, you should take grass with you. If you're heading into the savannah and plan to spend several days, you'll need sticks and wood. This is what I was calling a plaid area, and you zoom in with your mouse wheel, and you can move it around with your arrow. Graves have loot in them all the way from blue gems to what I call grave trash, like kazoos and stuff like that. And you can trade those to the Pig King for loot, for gold. But the gems are useful in magical items, basically. And the magical items are really lame, but even so. I call this plaid because that's rock, that's grass, that's forest. It's just garbage land. It doesn't really have much food in it normally. So There's also a rocky biome. Rocky biome tends to be just that. And for some reason, rocky biomes and forests seem to have more spiders, or all they always have. So, cave maybe. Trying to think what I was doing over here. Oh, I was going to build this science machine and do some science stuff. Now, he may have some unusual stuff. I have not looked at anybody else's videos on him. Okay, science machine. And of course you have your categories, tools, etc. We need a shovel. One of the things we need right off is a backpack. Now there's a piggy backpack and a Krampus sack. The Krampus sack is 1% drop from Krampus, and I've never gotten one normally from in 800 hours of play. The piggy backpack has 10 slots, I think, but it slows you down like 20 or I don't know. It slows you down though. And speed is you know, like I said about time. Also, it's irritating. Okay, I probably should have looked up more information on him. It says he can invent stuff, so I don't know. Am I passing? Almost complete brute. So, pointy wrench. I'm going to have to look him up. Almost complete butler. Wow. Do we have to have the alchemy? Give an innocent rabbit some wicked... Alright, what do we got? Mechanical whatnot. Well, how do you make... Well, I guess that's in here somewhere. Butler shell and seeds. Okay, so what else do we need? We needed the spear. Spear's under fighting gear. And we probably need rope. If you see something not come up, it's because it's probably lacking an ingredient. Okay, spear. Log armor. And see, we're already out of grass. Grass, the bad thing about being out of grass is you can't build a fire or a torch. So in the nighttime you will die. Okay, these are 9.4, and that is a mod. Now what are they after being cooked? 12.5. I think corn is probably the only thing that doesn't benefit by cooking. They're 12.5. And these are still 12.5. Health's 3. What are you? 12.51. Was that really a 3 or not? Yeah, it is. So, okay. Oh, shoot. We should eat the berries. Berries spoil quicker, so you should always eat those first, and I should not have let that fire go out. Yeah, I'm trying to talk and blah, 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 and yada, yada. Well, we'll get back over there. And that's probably a bad place for it anyway. Make a hammer and smash it and take it somewhere. Now, where was grass? Savannah's here. How am I on wood? In cruddy shape. Yeah, I'm talking too much and not playing the game enough. There you go. Alright, shift, left click, move stuff into your backpack. Now I always line these up the same if I can remember it here. I always have grass in the first slot, I think flint in the second one, then sticks and then wood. Oops, wood. Pine cones you plant for new trees. And with the shovel you can dig up the stumps for one more log. You can dig up the sticks. Where's my... Did I not make the axe? I'm bad about stuff like that. Oh shoot, it's right there, you dummy. Never look there because it's always got grass in it. I'm just doing a rotten job here. Not used to having a walking stick now either. eat those. Let's eat those. Tell you what, I got too much information with these mods.